Could you please
Get off the phone.
get off the phone? Other people, no. Hey, everybody. What's up? PD is starting up right off the bat. We got our mascot here in town once again. And we're just here. Shawn is wearing his breast cancer awareness shirt. Why does it have an upside down Florida on there?
It's local.
Oh, it's that flow-grown stuff? Cool. Dork. Anyway, just want to go ahead and thank everybody for showing up to the podcast tonight.
How you doing?
How you doing? It's good to have you here.
It's good to have you.
Hey, thank you, everybody, by the way, that's reached out to give us a big shout-out and telling us how much you enjoyed that Ensign Inoue episode. Did you enjoy it? Because I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh, duh.
I had a freaking blast. And thank you to everybody that's been reaching out and jumping onto the video game live streaming, too. You haven't been catching it. I think you caught one of them, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, the pirate one.
Yeah, you caught the pirate one. No, so you've missed out on several versions of me screaming like a little kid, very, very badly. Like,
we're gonna talk about a show that's reminded me of that game.
Okay, so we had Dead Space the other day. Monday night we did Dead Space. Before that we did Alien Isolation, which you would dig too. That game is pretty solid. And yeah, a bunch of other ones. So we've been having a blast. So thank you everybody that's been joining us. If you haven't yet, just go ahead to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jiu-Jitsu Radio. Also, don't forget to check out all of our awesome sponsors like Choke Aloha, Giraffe Choke, and Jiu-Jitsu Soap Co. Go ahead and visit jiu-jitsuradio.com. If not, check out the description below.
Maybe locals looking to sponsor.
Oh, so until they do, why are we giving them the shout out?
You never know.
I mean, you know, once they start getting in on the jiu-jitsu.
Maybe local needs a jiu-jitsu sponsor. I don't know. I'll put it on.
If you want the cheapest billboard in town, this is it. It's literally a mobile billboard.
I am a whore and I come cheap.
Yeah, literally. Anyway, be sure to check out the description of the podcast to get all the promo codes to get the biggest hookup on some of the best gear in jiu-jitsu. Like I said, support the sponsors. They support us, and we support them, and they've been with us since day one. So you got to love people that are loyal like that. We don't get too many of those in jiu-jitsu, so we're good. Listen, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. And geez, really? Starting off like that?
It's that kind of a night.
If you want to see gross stuff like that, follow Shawn at Gorilla Boy BJJ and follow me at Sonder Marketing. And don't forget to follow Jiu-Jitsu Radio on Instagram. We got an awesome episode for you today because our friend Ryan McGuire from Third Coast Grappling is going to be joining us in just a minute. But for now, I think we got some cool stuff to go over.
Well, let's go over some cool stuff, man.
So IBJJF actually announced
Masters
Worlds up in Orlando again.
That. Yes, I did.
So, you know,
it's going to be at the Silver Spurs Arena again.
Yeah. So, which I think is funny because everybody's ripping into Florida saying, like, we have, like, the most cases and all this other stuff going on. Like, yet everybody's still coming here.
Yeah. We're open.
So, either you stop talking-ish or, you know, join the party.
I love having IBJJF's biggest tournaments here in Florida. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I don't mind at all. That part I don't mind.
Having to go to California or Las Vegas.
I mean, like, I love Vegas and California. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I like California. I hate Vegas.
Why?
I can't stand Vegas.
Why? Well, you don't party, so.
I don't party. I mean, I party, but I don't like to party in Vegas. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't gamble. Vegas is a big money trap, and I just feel trapped there.
You
There's no water.
Every time that I've gone to Vegas like 3 or 4 times now, gambled once, lived out the entire night on $20.
Yeah, well,
and made another 20, so I came out on top. So I mean, that's the only time I ever really gambled.
I don't like Vegas at all.
But you've only gone to you've gone outside of the Strip.
Yeah. You
didn't like that?
No, I don't like it.
I thought you had like a total like man boner for the Grand Canyon or whatchamacallit, the Hoover Dam.
No, that was the coolest part. But the bottom line is once you've seen the Hoover Dam, you've seen the Hoover Dam. You don't need to see it multiple times.
I mean, true, but there's still like a lot of cool stuff in Vegas.
I just don't like Vegas.
The state of Nevada.
I don't like being landlocked, number one.
I can concur with that. I'm definitely not a big fan of that.
Or at least without the, there's no real body of water other than the lake above the dam. I don't like dry, arid, what's it called? Atmosphere. Weather.
Geological regions.
Yeah, I don't like, and everything is the same color. The houses.
That's true. I forget who it was. I had the same conversation with Pedro Munoz. I had the same conversation with Pedro Munoz a few weeks back. He's like, I used to live in San Diego. He's like, I hate it there, which I love San Diego. I was about to move there, but I mean, we agreed on it's like everything is just brown and dead. There's no real life here. It's like green everywhere and stuff. But
yeah, brown is not a fun color to look at. It's fun to look at.
You want to reword that one?
No, I mean browns and tans and desert is not a beautiful thing to look at.
I think it's one of those things like it's an awe-inspiring sight to see the desert and stuff like that. Cool, you see it once or twice. If you go to like Joshua Tree or something like that, cool, yeah, you see it. But like, yeah, if you go to live in a desert, like you're gonna go absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. So I like California. I really love California.
I mean, it's a shithole right now. But.
Yeah. But like, I need mountains. I need green.
Well, you're in the wrong state for mountains.
Right. Well, no, I'm saying if I'm going to leave Florida, I need mountains.
It sounds like
green.
you already have your mind made up about leaving Florida.
I might. Maybe I do.
Because it sounds like you're about to pull a Steve and sell out.
Well, again,
which is total BS, by the way.
By the way, I can't tell you how many times he hits me up.
Listen.
And tries to honey dick me into coming to North Carolina.
You know what? Fuck Steve. He's so full of shit because he sits there. He moved to North Carolina. All props to him because he's doing awesome up there. But then he's down here every couple of weeks.
Yeah, because he's got a house.
Listen, man. You're either in or you're out, right? Because otherwise I'm smelling a rat.
But he told me I got a job anytime I wanted up there. So
you don't even work down here. Why don't you just go?
No,
you're working remote
right now, but we could open. If we open up the office, I need to be here.
If that's probably not going to happen until next year anyway.
Well, we don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how long would they give you to chill out before they make you go back?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just, and I have my dog here, and, I've got my grandmother here. So there's a lot of things that keep me in Florida.
Sounds like you're just making BS excuses. Sounds like you're scared.
No, not at all.
Scared to move.
Nope. But
alone in the woods with Steve.
So now you really want me to go?
Listen, I love it up there. You know what's funny is, do you follow Jason from Excel on Instagram?
Jason.
Tall Jason. I don't want to throw his last name.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to throw his last name out there, but okay. Yeah, dick. It's so stupid.
I forget that we're on live. You can edit that.
But did you see his photos and stuff that he posted? No, the photos that he posted for his hike up in Boulder and stuff.
No,
man, it's so beautiful. Granted, he's a good photographer too, but man, I only lived in Colorado for I want to say 3 months tops. And I mean, as much as I hate the cold, I liked the sight. The views are awesome. I didn't get to really experience it, but I mean, living in Italy, we got to be around mountains and stuff all the time. So I think that's a big thing that probably throws a lot of people's perspectives off down here. The beach is very easy to disregard when you're surrounded by water and you drive by it. But mountains we don't have. It's if you got to see mountains and sea, man, your perspective in life would get really kind of separated.
Have you been looking at Steve's Instagram?
Other than his tournament that he won, his grappling match, no.
It's him basically training up in the mountains, going on these hikes to the
Steve's
waterfalls.
Not training. He's just hanging out, doing shrooms, hanging out in bodies of water, pretending to be freaking Hicks and Gracie.
He's got a video of him training up on Mount Mitchell, which is where my mom lives.
Right.
And it's him and a whole group of guys. They all went up there.
Just hanging out in the water and the waterfalls.
No, it wasn't even that. This was on top of a mountain. He had him doing like
Oh,
shadow
like,
boxing.
yeah, I saw
and
that.
stuff like
That's
that.
cool. I mean, I would love to be able to go there, and hang out with Steve, just train there for a couple of weeks and come back. Maybe I'll do that for December, because I got a lot of time off. So maybe I'll go up there for like a couple of weeks and just hang out.
Yeah, I would do it.
Well, aren't you planning on going up there?
Yeah, for Thanksgiving.
Just for Thanksgiving. So are you gone that
week.
16th, the 14th
Of December or November?
Yeah, because remember the B2 grappling.
I think I'm leaving. That the week before. So I leave the Saturday before.
So yeah, you're gonna be gone.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so you're gonna be gone. So for those of you who didn't hear yet, I'll be up at the B2 grappling, actually helping out and working and stuff. So you'll be gone. So, but man, there's Jay-Z's competing there now. He's got a match. He's got a super fight. I forget who else. There was somebody else that's got a super fight at the B2 grappling up in Orlando. So you're gonna miss it. But when are you leaving? Are you flying or are you driving?
Driving.
Dude, why don't you just stop in Orlando for the tournament on the way up?
With my Nana and my dog.
Yeah, just stop by.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm running the door. Who's better than me? Who's gonna stop you?
No, I know the secret to walking.
I think he's up. We got Ryan. All right, let's take a quick pause here, and we'll get Ryan going on here. Hold on. All right, so we had a little technical glitch. We're gonna wait for Ryan to get home because he decided to call while he was driving. No, bro, don't podcast and drive. Okay. Sean's out here looking for penis pillows.
Actually, I'm looking at this giant mech. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That looks like one of those Windwalker machines.
It looks like the thing. It looks like the thing from Avatar almost.
It looks more like a guy in a fancy Windwalker. Have you seen those Windwalking machines they put on the beach? There's an artist.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Europe.
That yeah.
He just lets it go.
It lets it go and it walks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this dude is actually driving this. Look at it. It's picking up cars.
No, that's dope. It looks like, you know what it does look like? It looks like the crane thing from
like,
Aliens.
Yeah.
So check this out. Okay, so here's a couple other things in the news. So yeah, we talked about IBJJF announcing the Masters Worlds, which is tentative still, depending on what happens.
14th and through 20th.
Yep, and then Robbie Lawler is out of the UFC fight against Mike Perry, but they're yeah, which sucks. I just saw him like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and he looked great. He looked amazing. He looked like he was ready to kick the shit out of Mike Perry.
He was practicing butt drags with Neil.
With Neil, that'll do it to you.
Grabbing the governor.
Yeah. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna repost it because I only posted it on the story. But Neil Melanson is probably one of the funniest straight-faced people. Like, I don't know how he manages to keep it because you see the other guy.
He kept losing it.
He couldn't hold it in.
You're gonna grab sack.
Just every time, man. Like, it didn't matter where I grabbed. I would just
He's
end up
cursed.
What did he say? He's like, I told him that you had to just honey bun it and just put it in the cup, but he didn't want to listen to me. So yeah, make sure you follow Neil Melanson and go pick up his DVDs. He's got some amazing techniques.
Neil Melanson is probably one of the best grapplers on the planet.
Yeah,
that doesn't get talked about in that vein of.
I think he's one of those, like, he's one of those in the know, like a grappler's grappler kind of in the know kind of person, where like you have to really be in the deeps to know who he is. Like, I think some people only know him as the toe guy, but I don't think enough people have studied grappling like enough to know who he is. That's what I'm saying. Like, the MMA guys that are grapplers know who he is. The jiu-jitsu guys who do no-gi and like engi that study grappling know who Neil is. But like the average population, no.
Yeah, but you know, everybody knows who Craig Jones is. Everybody knows who Gordon Ryan. You know, everybody knows, you know, the Gary Tonins, even the Mikey Musumeci's. I mean, people know these people, the Bouchechas. But Neil Melanson should be talked about in those same breaths.
And listen, I got no problem with people like letting him slide under the radar, because some of the stuff he teaches is so dope that I would rather have that advantage of his stuff flying under the radar still. Like, granted, I obviously want him to be known and be and succeed and make money on his grappling, but I'm a little selfish on this one. Like some of his techniques, I'm like, damn, you could definitely have a killer advantage on grappling matches with some of his stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think
I've often talked about going and spending like a couple weeks in New York, shadowing Danaher just as a coach, just to see how he commands a room and how he runs his class and all that stuff. But if as a grappler, I'd rather go.
I don't think you'd ever do it. I think you're just romanticizing the idea, but I don't think you'd ever do
what
it.
go
up there, like stay like a month up there, to go and just train under Danaher.
I wouldn't want to train under Danaher. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to train. I don't want him to coach me to make my jiu-jitsu better. I want to.
But we've had this
shadow
discussion.
him to be a better coach.
But we've had this discussion where like his philosophy is he wants to teach his students to coach. Like that's how he teaches. So
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, I want to sit on the wall with him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of be there. But if I wanted to improve my grappling, like if I was like, okay, I got something coming up, I want to get better,
right?
Then I would want to spend time with Neil.
He doesn't say a word. He doesn't really talk. He focuses on everything that's going on in the class. He'll answer questions and stuff, but he'll show technique, then sit back on the wall and just analyze.
Does he point things out when people are doing stuff?
He says stuff. Like he'll say a couple of things, like, but he won't stop you and say, do this, do that. He'll say, do this, do that, watch this. Like it's very, very precise, analytical, precise. But I still don't think you would do that.
I would.
I don't think
totally
so.
would.
I don't think. I think
I
you
would
just
totally.
like to talk about it.
I would totally go hang with Neil for a couple weeks, for sure.
I don't think he'd like that. He'd be like, "Bro, leave me alone."
No, Neil likes me.
He
way
likes,
more than he likes you.
He likes the idea of you.
He likes me way more than he likes you.
I'm not here to get his love. I'm here to learn. I just want the knowledge.
Yeah. Well, how are you gonna get the knowledge if you don't go up there?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm being realistic. I wish I could. 100% I would do it. If I could go up there and train with him for like 2 weeks, just get my ass handed to me every day, like 2-3 weeks, dude, that'd be awesome. 100%. That's the goal. That's my 2021 goal, is to get back to the point where I could go and just travel and work and do whatever the hell I want to do, and get paid for it. So that's the next thing. So anyway, yeah, Mike Perry is looking to get Kamzat to replace Robbie Lawler, which would be a horrible
That's
idea.
a bad idea, Mike Perry.
He's just trying to get money because he owes so much money. He just screwed up his little Nissan. So
did you hear that he's auctioning off his?
Yeah, the corner. Yeah, the UFC already shot it down.
Really?
Yeah, like Dana White's like, fuck no. Oh wait, do we have Ryan back? All right, let's see if we can get Ryan back this time. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after many of our standard random technical difficulties, finally back with some extra time on his hand.
Guys.
Ryan McGuire from Third Coast Grappling. Ryan, what's poppin', Pimperoni?
Do what? What pimperoni?
Yeah,
that
so
sounds like a new dog treat or something. I like it.
No, you're the
I like it.
Pimperoni.
I don't know, man. You're looking pretty pimping yourself with the haircut, looking all slim, and
I can't grow that luscious beard like you can, so I have to.
I can't either. I tried. I can't either. I think Shawn's got us though. I think he can grow for both of us.
Well, did you not see him with his like fake ass Super Mario mustache?
It wasn't fake. It was real.
Man.
That was a real ass mustache.
Like I would have to buy a fake one because like I tried to grow that out. That was the worst part. It was like growed in, and then I started looking Amish. Like what's his name from that? What was that bowling movie with
Kingpin.
Woody Harrelson?
Kingpin.
And, yeah, Kingpin. I started looking like Homeboy from there. So
Listen,
I was like, I got to do something
see
about
this?
that.
This is a month-long mustache right here, and that's about as big as it's gonna get. Like it doesn't like fluff; it just becomes strands, and then it just looks like absolute garbage.
I am sorry that your parents didn't give you guys the testosterone needed to grow a man beard.
I'm not.
But you know what?
I'm not.
We can get our testosterone replaced now, like many other jiu-jitsu practitioners in the in the industry.
You know,
Allegedly.
You'll know, like
Allegedly.
allegedly. But you can tell, like, when you train with somebody, like, from, like, just normal, and then somebody that's on the juice, you're just like, whoa, like,
No,
it's definitely a little bit of a competitive advantage.
Oh, you think? It's like, oh, out of nowhere, like you're 25 years old with a balding like hairdo and like giant veins coming down your arms. Come on.
And your forehead squished like a 67-year-old man.
It's like you could swap hats with Barry Bonds. Okay. Yeah, we're good.
You guys basically just described me.
Yeah, 100%.
My forehead's all jacked.
Going down there and
listen, man, we're
there in Florida.
We're rocking in the free world down here, holding world championships and all sorts of stuff down here. Everybody else is.
I'm kind of salty about that right now, because like the Masters World is like on December 19th, my 3CG5 event. So I'm gonna still do it as long as they don't announce like the actual world like they're talking about. I'm still gonna do it.
Well,
so
it's just the Masters World.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's like, and like I get why they did the Masters, because most of the Masters Brazilians and stuff live in the United States anyway. So it's not like, they're going to be missing out on, bringing in all these like new fresh talents in from all over the world.
Yeah.
Most of them are chilling in California or, have schools in Alabama or something.
Listen, bro, you were hogging jiu-jitsu for the last 6 months. Like, let the other people have some. All right.
Man, I had my fill. Like Kumite 5 up to that. 6 and 7 were tough, man. That was like grittiness, like just like trying to push through it. It was just like the bullshit meter can only go so much.
Yeah,
like, it was a lot to deal with.
Well, I forget which one it was where somebody finally smashed into the camera and sent it flying.
Yeah, there's actually like a brawl we had, like all kinds of like interesting stuff that happened.
That brawl was awesome. I mean, like years and years of just high school fights gave me this like sixth sense of like something's building up. Like, I would know from across, like, the campus, like, there's a fight about to happen. Start running. So as soon as, like, I tuned in, like, I just saw, something's about to happen. And then I started just snapping it, like, yep, there you go.
Yeah, can you imagine if we had phones while we were in high school?
Oh, my gosh.
That's the difference now, dude. Like, everything is on video. Like, all the, like, the police abuse, all the different stuff that's going on. Only difference between then and now is it's all being recorded,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember, like, clear as day. I was in summer school, and like the class was on the second story, but like there was the other row of classrooms behind us. All of a sudden, hearing noises, and I turn around, look out the back window, and on the first floor, one of the APs grabbing and pile driving one of the other students because I guess he was just mad in class. And he was flipping out, and this teacher just wham, bam. I was like, oh my god! And I remember it was crazy because it was like the dumbest looking kid in school. He had like a square patch of hair right here. Like everything was like shaved.
On purpose?
Yeah. But his whole look, for whatever reason, was he had like a square patch right here.
So the assistant principal assaulted a special needs kid, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think he was on a wrestling team. I think that was his little like cushion that he gave himself. He looked like an absolute like dumbass. But yeah, no, that AP picked him up and just wham! Like, oh my god, I love this. So
I want to apologize to somebody.
Oh yeah, right. So yeah, no, everything's good, man. We're all good here. I mean, don't let the numbers fool you. Everybody's out, masks on, and everybody's living happy right now. I don't think
except at the pans.
Except pans.
So like if you look at the video of the pans, you'll see a lot of people standing
no masks,
without masks,
hanging off the face, like mask over here.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. Like down here in Texas, things are kind of like opening up. Like the stores aren't even enforcing masks anymore. Like people are just walking in like normal, and like the little Indian dudes are like, "No, I don't even have mine on. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, go,
it's
buddy.
just kind of like
it's funny, man. America's done. America's done. We're like, okay,
we're over it.
We're over it. Give me the Rona, and then we'll talk. We'll roll the dice. I think that's where a lot of people are.
I'd rather have the Rona than like poverty. Like give me Rona, like stop shutting down the country.
Seriously.
Like I'd rather have the coronavirus than be poor. So.
Well, you know what's funny here, like, is that they stopped reporting the deaths. They're just reporting the cases. So it's like
that makes no sense.
Well, I mean, it does. As morbid as this sounds, my conspiracy theory, if you will, it's like the majority of the people that were gonna die from it are pretty much already like died, unfortunately, right? So now, like we saw it, it's like a 1.5% chance,
well, less
of like mortality rate. So it's like to them, it's not going to scare people saying like, out of
It's less than 1%.
Yeah, so it's like everybody's getting it, like, whatever, cool, yeah, but what's the mortality rate now? Like, minuscule. I mean, unfortunately, someone passing away is passing away.
Depending on your age.
Yeah, but it's like...
The older you get, the bigger it goes. But
they basically have less to scare people with, so now they're just pumping up the numbers. That's all.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, down in my county, we had like 43 new cases today. Like, it's like... Yeah. It's very small. It's overall, I think, I don't know. I don't know why the media is pushing that narrative all of a sudden again, like the big, oh no, it's this and that, like states are rising. It's like almost like voter suppression in a way, you would think. Like there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Like there's been like robocalls and stuff going on. They're saying, hey, beware, stay inside. People are getting these like crazy messages on their phone. And it's kind of like, I read an article about it today. So I thought it wasn't just me. So like, there's all this crazy stuff going on. Like, because typically like a high turnout election favors a Democrat, and a low turnout election favors a Republican. So they're kind of saying like, there's just, I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
Your state's going to be right.
What's that?
I think your state's right in the middle of it. I mean, it could come down to Florida again.
It normally does.
Yeah. It usually comes down to us. Like, and you think with everything that's going on, it's like, we've perfected the name Chad. We took care of that one in the 2000s, and then it became like all sorts of like just stupid stuff. We've had robocalls for years, tons and tons of robocalls for years. Like now that doesn't even work. I think the robocalls that we had were people like threatening. They're saying like they were blaming it on like Proud Boys and all this stuff, which I know nothing about anyway. But like they're like people putting threatening calls the last election.
No, it was emails, and it was actually Iran.
Yeah.
It was the country of Iran was sending out emails saying they were the Proud Boys. That's how fun this is.
Listen, that's why like I don't even bother with like the politics of it. It's
man,
just put your fucking
Iranian,
mask
we
on.
hear Proud Boys.
Yeah.
When that whole thing came out and they were like, Proud Boys stand by and stand down, everybody's like, they're white supremacists. We get them. Donald Trump's a racist, and it's like the leader's Hispanic or black or something like
He's
that.
Afro-Cuban.
Afro-Cuban. Sorry.
Yeah, I listen.
So it's like it was very bizarre.
I stay out of all that. Like
I don't. I dive in it.
He's all about that shit. For me, it's like it's all bullshit smoke screens of all the stuff that's like really going on, and like it's just raising up problems. Like, go fucking vote. Go vote.
I voted.
Yeah, I still got to vote.
I went yesterday.
I'm hoping to go tomorrow, but yeah. So
I just think it's an important time in our country right now. You know, I mean, if it goes either way it goes right now, I mean, it's going to be a radically different view for our country. If Donald Trump doesn't get reelected, you're going to see more regulation, a lot more different, more progressive, different ideals. I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know how it's going to go down if he doesn't get reelected. I don't think he's going to go peacefully. I don't know.
I don't know.
Scary.
I think neither side is going to accept this, the results with dignity and with grace.
I am voting for the only person that is really going to change us for the better. That's Kanye West.
Yes, thank you.
I'm voting Kanye West. Man, I haven't even bothered listening to that podcast he did with Joe Rogan. I heard
it's impossible to listen to.
I just heard
I listened for 5 minutes and he's just rambling about the dumbest shit, and none of it made sense at all. And I was like, man, I can't watch this whole thing. I literally felt like I was listening to like a schizophrenic, like on a podcast. It was just like the weirdest.
Technically, you were.
It was very.
Technically, you were.
But I'll tell you what, that Matthew McConaughey one.
The who?
Matthew McConaughey.
The who?
Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, glad that you came back to speak in English with us.
That's what I said. No. Did I say?
I heard him.
You heard me.
I heard Matthew McConaughey.
No, you got.
Who else is he talking about? Even with Matthew McGuire, like who else is he talking about?
Anyways, that one was awesome, dude. It made me like that dude a lot more. Believe it or not, like he was very philosophical. And right now, I'm in the middle of Alex Jones and Tim.
I still gotta listen to
that. Oh boy, that's a fun one.
No, I gotta listen to that one.
That one will make your conspiracy theorist ding dong hard.
Listen, how crazy would it be if like the whole ramble from Kanye West, if you just managed to catch like the rhythm that he's throwing it out there, actually reveals some super secret top message that he just threw in there?
Be sure.
It's lyrics for his new album.
No, I'll tell you what it says. It says, be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah, right.
Ovaltine, for sure.
So what you got going on, man? Listen, total side note, the medals that you got like getting cut up were so dope. Like, have you seen that?
No.
So he had I guess it would that be a metalsmith or a blacksmith or
like a plasma table? Like
yeah.
My buddy, a new partner with us, David. He's been a good friend, but he's came in and started helping us on the operations side. And so he had a buddy that had a plasma table, and we were like, man, we're tired of these bunk ass metals and doing this and that. I was like, let's design our own. So David came up with that, with our logo. It was so easy, just cut out the middle of it, and then we're going to powder coat them, gold, silver, or bronze, put on custom ribbons and all that stuff. So they're not even done. Those are just like, the rough stuff. They still had to like rough the edges down and then get them painted and all that stuff. It's going to look cool.
Yeah. So they literally put out like a whole sheet of like steel, plasma cut out the 3CG logo, and that's the metal made out of like solid steel. Like
see-through and everything. It's going to look pretty cool.
Yeah. It's dope. I was like, I kind of want one of those like rough coat ones, like to put up in here. So if you got a spare, throw them my way. I don't know.
Over a rusty piece of metal.
Yeah, man. It doesn't have to be like gold, nothing. I just want that plasma cut. Chuck it up in here. That'd be kind of dope.
No, yeah, for sure, man. Y'all need to come down there soon. I mean, whenever the world comes back to normal.
I'm hoping.
Well, dude, if the Houston Open wouldn't fill up so god dang fast.
Yeah.
That thing, well, all the Opens right now are filling up faster than you can,
Bro, we're almost at 300 participants for our first tournament. That's big.
Yeah.
We had 300 registrants for our first ever tournament. We have over 300 people that registered. So it was it's looking good for this weekend. We're doing like our first 3CG Open kind of thing. 3CG rules. We're going to do the gold medal matches and the absolute brackets on the main stage, kind of like super fight style, how we would do our big 3CGs.
Right.
So if you get to the gold medal match, you get to fight on the big stage, and like our absolute brackets, where people will win a spot on a 3CG and $500. Those are going to be there too with commentary throughout the whole tournament.
That's awesome. And you're streaming it?
Yeah, on our YouTube for free. It should be starting at 9 a.m.
Sick, man. Listen, if you need extra commentators, just saying.
Maybe y'all could dial in like Chael Sonnen does. He just sits in that little black booth and just rambles on for 3 hours.
Done. we do that anyway, so that'd be a done deal.
I love how this dude just volunteers me for work.
Have you not enjoyed everything that we've gotten to do?
It doesn't matter. You don't just volunteer somebody for work.
Listen, if you're
say, hey,
man, the American way, Alexis.
Well, good thing I'm European.
No. Very European of you.
I mean, technically, I'm naturalized, so I am American now, but
naturalized.
So
I like it.
I'm
so
legal.
Jiu-Jitsu world, like, what are y'all thinking these days? I mean, what's coming up? That subversive thing that's coming up. I really took to that team format. That Fight to Win and Subversive are doing. That's pretty dope. The 3-on-3.
Like the only thing that I'm not digging is like it's so difficult to get all the information of who's doing what and like the dates and stuff. Yeah. But like the little bits and pieces that are out there as far as Subversive, like it looks like it's a pretty good setup. So did you see it at all?
No.
It's the same like team kind of setup. Like, yeah.
So Wagner did one. What was that called? Do you remember World Series? What the heck was that?
No, it was
that was the Mike Cipriani's thing. The World Series of Grappling, or whatever.
That's what we did.
Right. But no, there was Wagner did one.
Oh man, it was Grappling. Damn, I'll look it up right now.
Did he do Grappling Industries?
No, Wagner did his own. Like a couple years ago.
I saw that international. I saw his video he posted this week. Kind of like a throwback to it.
Oh, did he? That's funny. I actually went down there and trained on Saturday. I trained with Wagner's and his guys.
Yeah, his kids are coming out to the kids event November 14th. We got a lot of Wagner's students coming out that are competing on it. So should be pretty cool.
Do you know if his daughter Jasmine is?
I'm trying to find her somebody, but nobody wants to fight Jasmine.
It's really I don't blame him.
Was it Major League Jiu-Jitsu? No.
Might have been.
Yeah. Major League was it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Jasmine is no joke.
It was awesome though. That team format where you actually and it's not like made up. It's actually made up of the actual teams of your school. That's what I thought was cool about it at Wagner's.
I mean, he did get like a nice viral clip out of that one. That was what's that?
The production looks nice, man. Like the way they did the presentation and stuff, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, no, he didn't do a bad job. I know that he's thinking about doing making it into like a web series and stuff leading up to it. But he had the highlight of it was one kid, I want to say from Moncayo's BJJ against the guy from Fight Sports, where it just got heated and became like a leg kick. Same kind of thing that happened for you, but it became a leg kick to like hard clubbing to like just random slaps. And then there's like the one dude, he's just in basketball shorts and a wife beater, just comes up and slaps the dude from Fight Sports.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's out there. That one went viral for a while. Every couple of months it comes back around.
Yeah, I'm actually texting Wagner right now.
Yeah,
because he's actually like, so I'm thinking about doing the mats at my place, redoing the mats,
right.
And his mats are my favorite mats I've ever been.
The white ones.
Yeah, but it's not so much that they're white. It's not the color.
Yeah.
It's how he built it up, and it's like
the elevated, but
what he did to do it. And I was talking to him. He says he's got videos of it, and he just reminded me. So I'm gonna while I'm thinking about.
So
it,
while we're doing a podcast, he decides just to text. Okay, cool.
Just one of the
I'll text Wagner. I'll text him too.
Yeah, right. Oh, dude, do it just to fuck with him. Well, what time is it now? No, yeah, his class is done, but he'll be like, "What the fuck is everybody bothering me?"
That guy's hands are so big, it's probably covering the whole phone. Like as he texts, he probably texts with one hand like this.
Oh man,
like,
he's got to have the hardest time texting.
3CG2, we came down like to the lobby after the show. Everybody was kind of drunk. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. when we were finally shut down. I remember, hey, Wagner, good match, blah, blah. And he wrist locked me right there. Yeah. And I thought I broke my wrist. And I was like, motherfucker. And I was all drunk. I woke up the next day like this.
Listen, I'll tell you, like, you know what? Wagner definitely gets like a bad rap. He's one of the nicest guys that you will meet. So when I went to ADCC, like obviously he got silver and stuff. Mind you, everybody's crowding around like by the medal stand and stuff like that. Like everybody's trying to see like Gordon, everybody else. Like Wagner spots me in the crowd, like, hey, and like pulled me in like with everybody. Like gave me I gave him like a big hug, dude. I was super stoked for the guy. I mean, we're friends, but like that's the kind of person he is. Like if you're in his circle, if you're friends with him, like he's gonna sit there and take the time out to like bring you in, and we all went to have dinner and stuff afterwards and stuff. It was a great time.
Dude, have you seen how big his son is, Achilles?
Yeah, Achilles. Yeah, that's another one that we're trying to match for.
Dude, he's like 14 years old. He's at least 6 feet. I think he's 165, maybe 170.
Yeah, he got chunky for a little while, and now the height's catching up.
But his frame, he's got a big ass frame. I'm like, man, if I was 14 and knew jiu-jitsu like this kid, and I was this size. Holy shit.
You would still suck.
What do you mean still suck?
So.
But no, Wagner's cool, man. Like even when we went, back, we've always had a good relationship. And then, there was a little bit of something, but then we reconciled it really easy. And we worked really well together throughout the Kumite series and stuff like that. So I got a lot of respect for Cyborg and Wagner and all those guys down there. Victor,
you know what's Ryan, is it seems like everybody gets when money's involved, there's always going to be a little bit of tension at some point, and then you iron it out.
And with him, it was just like after he got boned at Substars, it was kind of like right after that, Corona came through, we had to cancel. So it just looked bad, like I could see how people could see like after that, and then this, and then in the beginning, people were like, Corona, this is nonsense, this is nothing, it's no big deal. A lot of people brushed it off, especially in our community. So when it finally did come through full circle, it was like, holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, and the Substars thing was tough too because he did go out of his way to like push it and really put on a show and stuff like that.
Well,
but
most
Wagner
of his team was on there too.
Yeah, and like it's one of like Cyborg's students, so it's people that he knew. So he really pumped it out. Like he did like the post-fight interview with our boy.
Shawn.
Shawn. And
did
stuff.
you hook up with him by any chance?
Patrick Flannery.
Shawn Patrick Flannery.
Yeah, me and him have been talking. We're trying to probably have him for 3CG5. We haven't really dug into it yet, but we definitely want to add him in. I liked him when he did the Substar stuff. I like his energy. So.
Yeah, he's
right here in Houston.
He was great on the mic, man.
Listen, he
did good.
Him and Jay-Z, that's your match right there. Like he wants that Jay-Z match, and I talked to Jay-Z about it. He's like, dude, I like just make it happen.
Flannery wants to fight Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yes,
happening.
Oh my gosh, you are absolutely.
I don't remember. I think he's trying to create beef.
Don't mind this bumbling idiot that like we literally sat there and talked to him. He said that we asked him if he could have any match. He said, I would love to fight Jay-Z even though I'm nowhere near like in his league. He literally said that to us, and we said, yeah, absolutely, we can make it happen. So like just and then I told Jay-Z, he's like, yeah, let's do it. And I think I even messaged you about it like right after. So
I can't remember, so Shawn Patrick Flannery versus Jay-Z. I mean,
that's a powder versus Jay-Z.
Brown powder, nutmeg
versus chocolate.
Or what do you think is what do you think is the more popular character, him or the Boondock Saints character?
Oh, the Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints just has more cult following. Powder was dope, but I think Boondock Saints was like his cult kind of thing he'll be known for.
Yeah, I mean they're even talking about making a 3, so like there's no Powder 2. Yeah. I think it was like overly campy on purpose. Like there's like a whole shootout scene at a warehouse with like, and they're like fucking with the guy like that they just randomly hooked up with, like, or that they got in a fight with, something weird.
No, but I think it would be, dude. He's right there in your hometown. I mean, it's like it just makes sense for you guys to do something together, and he could. I think he could bring a few more eyes to the product, as well as.
No, and we want to professionalize some more things as well. I mean, we just waited to get through the Kumite and get back to our big stages where we can, at least bring in. We went from making like 30 and 40,000 in ticket sales to down to like $7,000 per event at the Kumite. So it was like such a huge, down. I mean, we had to tweak everything from production, cut staff. I mean, I was doing like 8 different roles at once. I mean, it was tough, man. So now that we're going to be able to actually have some, extra revenue, you'll see some things, production wise, commentary. I mean, just overall, you're going to see a much different product, like with the kids event in November, and then 3CG5. It'll be a lot better.
Did you switch to that club? To that one with the open roof and stuff?
That's actually coming in March next year. We already got that date kind of held onto.
Right.
So March next year, we're looking at, that's going to be 3CG6.
Dope.
So we're going to do that one for sure.
So now, are you still going to be in your own tournament?
I'm going to do like the 3CG Open this weekend, but I'm not one that's going to jump on my stage and compete unless it's for charity or something like that, because there's way better skilled guys than me, man. Like, I don't want to go up there and take the spot of somebody else that's been training their butt off. I've been like drinking beer, smoking doobies, sitting on the couch.
Because you fucking called me out.
Twice.
You even called me.
Let's go. Let's
no,
go.
You already called me out.
I mean,
I'm all for it.
Out.
I never said that you were scared.
It's a grappling match. Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna kill each other? Is this like a fight to the death?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going full blood sport. I want the stage to be timed to snap in half.
I think Alex is too heavy for you, though.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm the same size as Alex, I think.
No, how much are you weighing right now?
I'm like 235 right now.
Yeah, I'm 220, 6'4".
Perfect.
Oh, let's make this happen.
We could do it.
How about we can do a tag team, me and my partner Zach versus you and Shawn.
We could do it.
Dude, yes.
We could do it. Only if
for the veteran.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Only if we can figure out a way to have it mic'd so we can talk shit while rolling.
Well, also when Shawn Neal bellies me, we can hear the fart also through the mic.
Yeah.
So I think that'll help if we get you mic'd up. We let flatulence rip for everybody. But no, I'm definitely down.
That would be fun as shit.
Like
See, that's something I can get. Like I can get down for.
He already tried to put together a wrestling character for me, so I can test it out at that show.
Yeah,
you'd be like a Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy character. Come out there, throwing up whatever they used to do, the shocker. Didn't they do the shocker or whatever they did when they come out?
Oh yeah,
out throwing the shocker up.
The shocker.
Was that
jumping off the ladders and shit?
Oh man, that'd be fun.
Actually, what the character I gave him is because he's European. I made him be like a stuck-up European, like
Steven Regal.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, but more Italian. Because if you've never seen a stuck-up Italian,
there's a lot of them for sure. There's a lot of them for sure.
Funny.
Have you? Did you watch Borat 2 yet?
Dude, it was so great. I love the first one. It was like one of my favorites. The second one, it was amazing. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was really good.
Everybody says it seems like everybody's in on it, though.
It's no. I think there's a lot of parts that
Giuliani was pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He's all laying back, dude. You don't fix your microphone like that with another girl in there. It's like literally like grabbing his dick. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like you can't do the old man. Like I'm just fixing my shirt. Like no, dude, you're
like,
definitely.
Hey, let me lean back real quick and fix my shirt.
Well, actually, okay.
Down there.
Did he unzip and go in, or did he go down?
No, he lifted up and he was just.
Okay.
Let me reenact what he did. Right.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and debunk this right here, and you guys can back me up on this.
Right.
I'm gonna debunk this right now just by watching what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Man was wearing a suit with a belt, with a fly and a button. Who reaches down their pants and plays with themselves with a belt on?
Old people with stretchy pants. They have to have those stretchy pants.
No, he's got a belt.
Dude, look at the photo. And that's not fake. That's not Photoshop. Here's the thing, though.
But think. No, I'm not. I'm saying think logically.
No, but you have to watch it. You didn't watch it yet.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, okay. That means absolutely nothing. You have to watch the setup because when they're doing the interview, you got to understand they were probably there for like 4 or 5 hours, like in between like all the goofy shit that's going on, and the girl's all like touching his hand and like flirting with him. Like you could tell he's doing full on creepy old man flirting.
Yeah, but you don't. If you pull it out, even if you're gonna pull it out, you're not gonna pull it out through the top of the belt. Logically speaking, you're not going to do it that way.
I mean,
you're
just
gonna,
because you can't.
Yeah, no. It has nothing to do with that.
He's trying to do the belt boner tuck. That's all.
No. What if he really wanted in?
Do the reverse tuck.
If he really wanted in, he'd have undone the belt, unzipped. Because, come on.
You watch the movie, bro.
Come on.
No, I mean,
he's old as shit. You could probably see his balls from the bottom of his pants hanging out. He's so old.
He is that old. But
have you ever seen Jerry Nadler? Have you ever seen Jerry Nadler?
I have no clue.
Oh my God! When he's sitting there and he's like, "I want to just know about the internet securities, and I want to know what's going on." And like Mark Zuckerberg had to explain the internet to the guy.
Oh, is that the guy at Sears of Tubes?
He wears his pants up to his tits.
Oh,
he's about this tall.
Yeah,
it's like Jerry Nadler's. He's a literal Muppet character.
Who's the guy that? I think it's like one of the guys from New York. That like he handed Pelosi like a piece of paper and then like waddled, right? Yeah, he looked like he shit his pants and he's like walking away. He's like,
no, that was Nadler. That was Jerry Nadler.
Oh, that's him.
That was Jerry Nadler.
Fuck that guy. Listen, and like I'm not trying to make this anything remotely close about politics because I hate politics.
It's not about politics. It's about making fun of funny looking people.
But watch Borat 2. It's fucking hilarious. And like it was good. When he came in with like the Trump mask. Like, you can tell there's, like, they did the bathroom scene, which was kind of like, you're kind of fake that. Because then when he finally has the mask on and he's in the crowd, like, that's a full-on Hollywood setup mask. Like, you have to really look at him. If you're just someone glancing by, it's like, that looks like Donald Trump.
What, he dressed up like Donald Trump?
Yeah, he dressed up as Donald Trump, fat suit, like, Hollywood-quality face mask and everything, and brought the chick over his shoulder. And it was at a Pence like speech. And he's like, "I bring you the pussy." He's like, "Her vagina is tight like 5-year-old." Like, it was so crazy.
Oh,
dude.
it's so crazy.
Like they went all out, and the girl actually is a pretty good actress. She does it like really, really well.
Well, they said she was some unknown that he just kind of found.
No, she's done stuff before.
No, that's what I read was she was basically an unknown actress.
Not anymore.
That he found, yeah.
Not anymore, but yeah, you got to watch it. It's pretty funny. One was definitely funnier. Did you see? Yeah. I posted the other day Kazakhstan's new tourism slogan.
Semi-location?
No, the Kazakhstan new tourism slogan is very nice. So like they have very nice. So their whole like they have clips like for like the commercials that they do. So you see like, I mean, listen, everything that I've ever seen for like the actual country, it's beautiful. Like Lex McMahon from Titan. Like, he went over there. Like, it's beautiful. Everything that he ever showed me. It's like, it's an awesome country, for sure.
Well, you know what's a beautiful country is Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Afghanistan is
very mountainous.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful country.
Anyway, so, like, you'll see clips of, like, these, like, super white Caucasian powder people just looking at everything and then going,
racist.
Very nice. Like, that's it. Like, that's the song. He's like, very nice. Like, it's, come on.
By the way, you know what my exposure to Afghanistan was? Rambo 3. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That when they played that
Rainbow 3.
Yeah, he went to Afghanistan to fight the
Remember
Soviets.
He played the game on the horses with the dead goat?
Yeah. He legit got his ass kicked there too. Cuz that was like a real thing. Like those guys were like actually playing. I was super huge into Rambo. Like I have the knives and everything. But they actually played the game and the guys there were like, fuck this Hollywood guy, and they were like smashing like the horses into him, like punching them in the face and stuff.
So right, that brings me to something.
Uh-oh.
Right. Over COVID, there's all kinds of stuff to watch, right, on Netflix, Amazon. Have you seen Home Game on Netflix?
What the hell is that?
Home Game?
Yes.
No, I just watched the Trial of the Chicago 7 last night. That was really good.
Okay, so there's a show. There's a show called Home Game. So and I'm looking it up here. So what it is it's like sports in different countries, and they did the one on the game they play in Florence, Italy.
Which one? The soccer one where they fight?
Yes, it's like rugby, soccer. Have you seen that game?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I saw a clip of it. I didn't even realize what I was watching. I was like,
yeah.
So like there's 4 teams throughout Florence. There's like the red, the white, the blue, and the green. I think I can't remember the 4 colors, but like they all play. And if you win, you but like you cannot play for that team unless you were born in that part of the city. You can only play for that team if you were born in the city and born in that area. So like people they'll live in like the outskirts, and when their son is being born, they will drive him to the certain parts of the city so he can be born, so he can play for that team.
Yeah, that's the super important shit that people over there worry about. Like, it's really stupid.
Like Texas football. Like like people will move into like certain cities just to play at like a 5A school or something like that. Like parents will uproot their whole lives.
Yeah, but at least that's with the kid potentially going into the NFL. This is just so people can go and play this stupid game and punch each other in the face.
So the game is
glory.
Calcio Storico.
Calcio Storico.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Calcio Storico. It's soccer.
Calcio Storico.
Yeah. Let me see. Like, how'd you write it? It's Calcio is calcio in Italian. Calcio Storico, yeah. So, yeah. No, listen. Look at the dumb stuff that they have in Italy. There's the one with the tomatoes, the tomato festival where they'll sit there and like
running of the balloons.
No, that's Spain.
I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, like, they have like trucks and trucks of tomatoes, fresh, ripe tomatoes. And people just stand there and they just beat the living shit out of each other with these like
they
hard
pelt each other with these tomatoes.
And like the streets are just covered in tomato sauce. Like the entire place they have. Yeah, and it's a huge waste of food. And people come out with black eyes and stuff every year. They do it like a bunch of idiots. So like, and then there's one where they do the same thing with oranges. I don't think it's Italy though, but they do. I think it's Spain.
I think it's Florida.
No, I wish they did that in Florida. There's so many people want to hit in the head with an orange.
So you said there's 300 people signed up for the Open. How?
Yeah, like, man, it's getting close.
Like you said that's what were you expecting, about 200 less?
Yeah, I mean we're expecting like between like 100 and 200 maybe. I mean we didn't really know, it was our first one, so it was kind of one of those things where we were like, we didn't know how to forecast it. We knew that other tournaments were selling out and doing well. And there were some local ones that have came in, like Fuji and a couple of other tournaments, and they did around like 100, 200. So I mean, we're fortunate to be where we're at with it being our first tournament and everything.
Well, I mean, not to mention like the bonus, like you said, that you were the only one streaming and broadcasting jiu-jitsu grappling tournaments. Like you were the first one out the gate, hands down. You were the first one out the gate, and all the amazing matches that you had definitely bought you a lot of viewers and a lot of fans.
Yeah. I mean, and you know what kind of sucks though is that like I feel like the kumites weren't our best. You know, it was just kind of us trying to make it work, and we made a lot of new fans, but a lot of them don't know the 3CG that really kind of put us out there, like 3CG2, 3CG3. You know, Gordon and Bo, like the big events that we've done. Like a lot of people, you know, that became fans over the kumite didn't know that 3CG. So it's kind of doing a little bit of history lesson these days, showing the old highlight videos. You know, getting people kind of, you know, indoctrinated to what's coming, because we're getting back to that. You know, we don't want to do the small boutique shows anymore. We want to get back to the big stages, you know, the big environment, the big, you know, as crowds as big as we can, and just kind of, you know, get back to that.
So what's the forecast for Texas as far as like opening things back up? Like, what have you heard?
I mean, a lot of businesses, man, have honestly had to like go like the bootlegger route and like change their business permits to like restaurants and different stuff like that just to open, because they won't open bars and stuff like that. So bars are now restaurants, and you know, you can't have like standing around people. So people are sitting at tables. So we just kind of like came up with a deal to where we just sell all tables to the event and just kind of treat it like that. So, I mean, the capacity, I mean, if we sold 40 tables, that's 120 people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, we'll still be able to make way more revenue than we were at the other venue, and bring in, you know, bigger matches and do different things. So, I mean, it's a lot better for us now.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, like down here, I went to the bar the other day down in Fort Lauderdale, and it's like at first everyone's a little awkward. Everyone's got masks on. But if you go to a brewery and stuff, they don't care. They don't care. Hey, speaking of breweries, your people left me hanging, bro.
No, that was my fault. I got you.
No, you're good. No, because I messaged them like I was gonna buy it. I had like $100 I was about to drop, and like I messaged them like nothing, heard nothing back.
Man, those guys like they've been getting shut down and reopened, shut down. They've been having to go through like all these like different like shutdowns from the governor, and then having to file new permit. It's tough, man. But we'll definitely get you some beer out there.
Because I was like sitting there like I was so stoked. I like looking at the list of beers and stuff they had, and it sounded so good, and like I got stuck.
He just said the governor, and all I can think of is Neil. Did you watch that Neil video?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Neil video about talking about butt drags?
Oh yeah.
Grabbing the governor.
Grab him by the governor.
Grab him by the governor.
By the way,
well,
that dude, he. Last time we talked to him, he said he's getting in shape to actually compete. That is somebody who I think would be awesome on the show. Yes, he did.
We asked him if he would compete. He said probably not. Unless
he says I'm trying to get back into shape and compete.
Listen, if you can get Neil, that man will put on a show.
I don't know who you would put him up against.
You could put him up against anybody, really. You could literally put him up against anybody. I don't think it would be that big of a worry for him.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. For sure.
Or
guys, I guess our other room is filling up with people in there, so I'm kind of like...
Oh, you got to take off. That's right. You got to do your own.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to cut it too short.
No, man, you're good, dude.
Yeah, it was good talking. I'm glad we got to link up before the events.
Awesome, man. Well, good luck on the tournament and everything. And
everybody, it's going to be on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, for free on YouTube. But also, I'll be hitting you up for some video work. I'm going to need some help with some of your guys down south if you can help me. So
yeah, dude,
I'll be sending some info your way on that because we're going to be shooting some different spots in different parts of the country.
Cool, man.
For 3CG5. So just trying to get that, and we'll be getting that together soon.
Hey, listen, I mean, if you want to fly me out to other places too, brother.
Well, hey, I mean, you could be my sugar baby.
I'll do that. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. All right, man. All right. I'll talk to you later, brother. Take care.
Later.